The technology and development of lighting in poultry production has been truly amazing over the last 5 to 10 years. Lighting, as we all know, is one of the most important farming inputs on influencing egg production, meat production, and other protein sources. But how crucial is light when it comes to broiler breeders? What types of lights do we need to install? Or how can we distribute the lights throughout our breeder houses? These are the basic questions that I'm going to discuss in this series, together with some considerations that we need to understand to maximize the benefits of lighting in helping our flocks attain their optimal production performance. In understanding why lighting is important in poultry production, it is necessary to look at the bird's biological makeup. In humans, light reaches the brain through the eyes. In chickens, light penetrates not only to the eyes, but also through the top of the skull, via pineal gland, and through the pituitary gland next to the hypothalamus. The hypothalamus is important in regulating the production of hormones important for egg production. To be able to properly photostimulate breeders, we need to choose lights with long wavelength. In poultry, red light has a long wavelength that can penetrate the skull to stimulate the brain, thereby stimulating the sexual maturity and egg production. The light colors are expressed in degree Kelvin. For broiler breeder, the best option is the light with 2000 to 3000 Kelvin, which is warm or red in color. When installing any lighting system for production houses, the primary goal is to always work towards eliminating any potential shadows, because where there are shadows, there are floor eggs. To be able to properly design the layout of the lights, some information that is needed are house dimensions, including length, width, and roof height, and the layout of the nest boxes and the feed hoppers. This information will help create a simulation model that is used to design a light layout with minimal shadows and even distribution of light at the required lux level. Designing lighting for manual next box system can be challenging. The best results are usually achieved when shadows are minimized, uniformity is maintained, and the light levels of around 80 lux are achieved. However, don't be satisfied with achieving the lux level alone, as light uniformity is also important. Never use fewer and more powerful lights to reach the required average lux levels, because this results in a more shadow caused by nest boxes. For a 12-meter wide house, the installation of 4 rows of LEDs with optimized spacing will dramatically reduce shadows and thus floor eggs. The target light uniformity in the nest section is 80%. Light installation for community nest and US-style system are usually easier and present minimal shadow issues. A community nest and the usual US-style setup would typically have 4 rows of lights. To prevent shadows, the outer light rows are installed close to the side walls, and the 2 inner rows are normally positioned above the step up to the slats. Target 80% light uniformity in the scratch area will also prevent high percentage of floor eggs.